figures, and they seem to be blacker than the rest of the photograph. Very interesting. But there's a lot of paranormal stuff goes on, more than I've got time to talk about tonight. But please talk to me afterwards if you wish to hear any more about that, or go to the YouTube channel, if you can stand the swearing and the sarcasm. Right, Bishop's Cannings, again, that's where I live, Bishop's Cannings. Woodborough Hill. This one went a bit wrong and we walked away from it, but we should have perhaps filled in that area, and then this would have looked uniform. But the whole thing went wrong and we just walked away and left it as it was. But we could have got away with it if we'd just filled in those areas. It would have looked like a uniform shape, but hey-ho, didn't think of that. Yeah, right, look at this, nice circle, copyright Lucy Pringle. Right, we'll come back to this copyright Lucy Pringle thing. In a second, because I now have to, because it upsets me when people put their name over the crop circle, which is more important, copyright Lucy Pringle or this crop circle? Well, apparently it's copyright Lucy Pringle. So, if there are any children in the audience, I'm sorry about this, but I now have to put that word over the copyright Lucy Pringle. She's not a very nice lady, really. You know, I would stand up on a stage with anybody and discuss these things. If they're a researcher, if they want to disagree with me, that's fine. Lucy Pringle has actively sought to shut down us as circle makers a number of times. And at lectures I've given, and I've been invited, and it's been known for many months in advance that I'm going to be speaking there, giving a lecture. Lucy Pringle has on the day, and she's not the only one to do this, but she's on the day, she said, if you let him speak today, I'm not speaking. And the organisers are like, oh God, you know, what the hell do we do? And this sort of childish behaviour, which is why I feel it's okay to be childish like that. So, yes, hairstyle. This was a crop circle which was meant to signify the eclipse, and you can see the various stages of the eclipse, which was to sort of excite people. This was a winged disc, which is Egyptian Mayan type ideal, which we thought would excite the imagination of various people, and did. Bishop's Cannings went a bit wrong again. You can see the tips have kind of cut into the edge. And for people who say there are never any mistakes in crop circles, yes, there are lots and lots of mistakes. Even on the biggest, best crop circles, if you look, you will find the mistakes. And I've helped people to understand how to find these on many occasions. We'll see if we can find some that actually do show you how to spot a circle is man-made. This one, weird story behind this one. 2 sets of teams. This has happened on more than one occasion. 2 sets of teams get the inspiration, go and make a crop circle. Okay. They get a design together. Okay. They go to a field, 2 teams, same field. How far apart? 1 tram line apart. Working in the same area of the field. Both teams didn't know the other team were there. The designs are both elongated in nature. I've talked about this, but I've never been able to name where it was. I'm doing it for the first time tonight. So that's our snake. That's the snake I designed. It's not a brilliant shot. Oh, hang on, we've got another one. Yeah, oh, there we are. Copyright crapo. This is, I like this. I like the lay. The lay goes in different directions. You can see there's an inner lay that goes up through the center like a spinal column. It changes direction from the outer lay. And couldn't quite decide how to do the head, so we made that up on the day. And we knew we needed a head, but we just, oh, let's just try and do something that looks okay on the night, you know? Well, on the night, not the day. Anyway, this one appeared, and loads of people went crazy over this. And even one last little thing which was kind of interesting is the head just happens to point towards the tail of this. So the actual, the snake is down here. If you can imagine, it's about there, and its head is pointing towards the tail of that one, which is, you know, maybe just coincidence, but I found it quite interesting. But as I say, it's not the only time it's happened. I'll show you another crop circle in a minute where coincidence, you know, the chances are just unbelievable on what I'm just about to tell you in a minute. Bring me back to it, Avebury. If I forget, bring me back, say, Matt, Avebury story, but I think I'll remember. Okay, I haven't put something over this one, I forgot, but there we are, copyright Lucy Pringle. You can see now her name has crept up from the edges of the picture into the middle. Now they're on the crop circle. They're actually on the crop circle now. You know, so this winds me up. Anyway, can you see these lines that go along? This is how to spot a crop circle is man-made, because the stomper boards that we use, which are about 1 meter wide, when we've walked along the edges, we actually line the edges with our feet. So we walk sideways with our feet. So you've got the distance, you've got the distance of a foot's width, probably about a foot, and that's what you create the outer circle with. And then once you create your lines, they'll be a foot width as well. You need to fill them in. When you fill them in with a 1 meter wide board. If you go back and check most crop circles, you will find that the outer edge has been flattened to within the distance of a foot line. And you will see that the inner parts are all flattened with what we call combing. It's like putting a comb through your hair and having gel in your hair, and you're going to leave comb marks behind. And that can be measured, and each one of these will be about 1 meter across. If you do that, you will work out that crop circles are man-made. One of many ways to work out. But the researchers, it's like, you know, it's a vacuum out there. So anyway, Lucy was getting to me. You know, I wasn't happy about this business of her taking over the photos with her name. So I did that in the fields. You know, the joker in me just couldn't be suppressed, unfortunately. And then Peter Sorensen thought it would be funny to put his name across the top of it and sort of mimic the Lucy Pringle. So he put his name across the top of it. So I did this in the wrong order. I got the slides in the wrong order, damn. So it was meant to be that one, then it was meant to be that one, and then it's meant to be that one. Now you know, Lucy. We love you so. Okay, Silbury Hill. Again, you know, a nice circle, lots of people enjoyed it. If you look at the edges, you're going to find the marks. They're not quite so evident, but they are there in stripes. And guess what? Are you spotting it? Anybody spotted it? What are we seeing up there? Lucy Pringle's moved over to the corner. So my little plan worked. Lucy Pringle thought that the aliens had written the word Lucy Pringle in the field. Copyright Lucy Pringle. They're trying to communicate back to me because I better not put my name over the circles. Maybe they're trying to tell me something. Yes, the aliens were trying to tell you something, Lucy, and you thankfully got it. So, Beckhampton, near Avebury. How are we doing on slides? We're on 37, and we got, how long have we got? Anybody know? Till 5 past, 10 past, 7? Oh, sorry, 8.
20 minutes.
I've got 20 minutes. Oh, that's loads. That's great. Okay, this was an interesting one. Mistakes never happen in crop circles. Yes, they do. And what happens when you make a mistake? If you can repair it by lifting the crop up, and the crop will stand itself back up. It will even repair itself, so it will stand up blowing the wind. If it's too big, if you've made too much of a boo-boo, then you've got an option. Flatten it out and put something else there, which attracts the eye away from the mistake. And this is what happened here. Great crop circle, lovely geometry, all perfect except something went wrong up here. Oh, sorry, something went wrong up here. And what we ended up doing is just flattening that area. So, you know, it looks like you've got a three-dimensional effect, but it was just decided on the night because of a mistake. Now, this is the one I was telling you about. This is the Avebury one. We told people about this. I did tell one researcher who was there. It's really good, I think, that I can now tell you which formation this was, because this is a really strange experience. Sitting in the house, about 11 o'clock at night, I get an inspiration. Got to go out and make a circle. Don't know why. I mean, I'm lazy, you know. I don't often get these kind of like, I must make a crop circle, because I'd do it earlier on in the evening. I'd get a team together. You got time to prepare. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, I've got to make a crop circle. And I'm like, oh, why? I don't want to do this now. It's late. I'm not going to get anybody. I'll have to do this. How can I do this? I can't do a crop circle on my own. How can I do a crop